Hi, my name is Tola for Stirrers and Shakers. And sorry we're starting a bit late today. I did say that we'll try and post videos regularly at intervals. And the reason is because we're just trying to encourage a lot more people to try and have a better understanding of what we do. And also, especially we're targeting people that really want to do something for themselves as well. So we'll be doing a vodka martini. So have a look. We're going to be having gin, and then we're also going to be having a vodka martini as well on today. So I'm going to use gin. I'm just going to use some dry vermouth as well, and ice. If you have gin or vodka, you can join me with this. So try and pop into your thing, see if you have gin or vodka, and then also see if you have any kind of like mild because vermouth is just an infused aromatic wine kind of thing. And then also some ice if you have lime in your fridge, because what I'm trying to do is get you to be able to do some kind of things, cocktail that you can get with things in your cupboard. So just try and make it simple. So this one is only two materials, so lemon or lime, gin or vodka if you want, and then loads of ice. I did hear some people say to me, they're trying to figure out if I can do some non-alcohol options as well. But with this cocktail, with the martini, you're not going to be able to get the non-alcohol option. So pop into your fridge and see what you have, and then also please message me, put a comment on what you have there, and then we can try and figure out some things with whatever you have in your cupboard at this time. So let's start with that. Thank you. Actually decided to do this video because it's a bit the weather has come down. It was very sunny and very sunny today, so I'm just trying to, we just said, you know what, this today let's do it in the evening when the weather is a bit calmer. I hope you can hear me. It's also very quiet as well in the neighborhood, because earlier on it was very noisy. There was a lot of drum, there was a lot of things going on, people mowing their lawn and everything in my area. So well, also I just wanted to also check on everybody, make sure everybody's looking after themselves, is everybody's good well with the coronavirus and all that. Hi Imon, hello, how are you doing? With the coronavirus, if you're looking after yourself with your family, hope everybody's keeping safe, and let's keep following the government guidelines. And the guideline is we should stay at home, so let's keep doing that and let's keep on being safe. So our target audience, who's our target audience today, guys? It is those of you that have been nursing the idea or nursing the passion of starting a business. You are our target today. If you ever thought in your heart, I wish I could start a business, please listen carefully. That is why we're here today. We're here to inspire, we're here to educate, and also we're here to support you through the process. So please, if you have ever thought if you've ever thought of starting your own business, of setting anything up, although like I said, we're specialists in the event industry, we're into event generally, but this applies to any kind of passion that you might have. So this would go a lot of places. So it's always a blessing to have something that you do. And I'll try and run through some of the reasons why I believe that it's good to have your own business, especially for people that have already a blue collar job. If you're already working in the system, you already have something that you're doing 9 to 5, or or you've been going through emotional routine of having your own business for a while. So this today's program is just going to help you. Did I even say program? Well, today's talk or whatever we're doing here is going to help you to actually understand the value it is in having a business for your own. So why would I say it is good to have something for your own? I'll say it's good to have something for your own because it provides you with flexibility. A lot of us know that it is very hard to juggle things in this modern day. Time is of the essence. Things are speeding off. The processes of life is so complex that we need more time. And when you have your own business, it enables you to have a little bit of flexibility in your life, and that's one of the reasons why I believe so. I started this business, my own business, a few years back, because it was a bit difficult for me, raising children, having a family, and having a full-time job at the same time, and not being there to support growth and development. So that is one of the reasons why I thought that business was going to be good for me, and I did pray about it at the time when I was going to start going to my own business. I prayed about it, and I got inspired to go through the process that way. Another thing that I feel that is good if you already have a job and you also want to nurse a business is God, it also gives you a little bit of leverage in terms of financial stability, because with or empowerment, let's just say empowerment, because when you have your own business, remember, you're going to be the one that is solely the money will be coming into you as a business and an entity, so you can have more control of what you spend, what you earn, and things like that. So it gives you a little bit of financial empowerment, and I think that is actually very important in this time and age, for us to be able to have a little bit of independence when we come. For example, this coronavirus thing has actually opened our eyes to a lot of things. Many people that have their own business are able to fall back on some resources that they have. What are you telling me? It's too much of information. Okay, so many people that are into the business on their own during this time are able to control most of their resources on their own, so which is very good. Another thing that I want to also elaborate in terms of that is because people have expressed to me, when it comes to job and work, is there's a lot of politics that go through in the office. There's a lot of this kind of hierarchy system and things going on. Sometimes it causes a lot of stress. So many people go to work, they're under stress because it's hard to please their employer, or it's hard to please the people that they're working over, or they have to suck up to this or suck up to that. But when you're in business on your own, it's easier for you. It's better, instead of being depressed and coming on worried all the time. It helps you to elevate some of the modern stress that human beings or people impose on one another. So for that reason, I also feel that it's good to have your own business. And then also in terms of having time you control your own time. So you control when you want to work, you control when you want to relax. You have it, instead of having a set contract with people whereby they're the one controlling how you work, what you earn, and what you make. So it's easy for us in terms of that to be able to manage our time wisely. So you can book your holiday when you feel like you want to go on holiday. So it's not dependent on the structure or the system of the organization or the company. So that's another reason why. So please, like I said, today's talk or video is basically to inspire you to do something. Take off that remote, that Netflix remote, drop it from your hand, and try and think about something that you feel passionate about, something that you want to be productive and progressive. So, and also it's good to another thing we want to do is to educate you, to tell you a bit of what we know, what we understand in terms of running a business, how we feel that you can do this to be a successful entrepreneur or self-employed person, or somebody that's just doing something on the side, that this is not your main job. You already have your job, but this is something that you want to do, to just to add something. And a lot of people also want to contribute to the family. So maybe you're not the sole breadwinner in your family. Maybe you're just somebody that's supporting your partner or whoever you're sharing your household in. So you're not the real breadwinner, but you want to be able to make certain kind of income. So running a business is also good. So we're just going to inspire you, we're trying to educate you in things, and also to empower you with the tools and the resources that you need. So feel free to message me if you're in this category. Feel free to message me. Feel free to send me. I've been trying as much as possible to respond to the messages, and I'm definitely going to get through most of it. But contact me if you ever feel that you have any special questions, or you want to be motivated in any way, or there's something in particular that you feel that you need to discuss. I'm very open for calls, so call me directly. It's easier. A lot of people send me messages, text. If you pick up the phone and speak to me, you'll be able to get more results from that. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to be doing the videos. I'm trying to keep it as short as possible every time we come, and to if God's wills, we have good weather, we have good health, we'll be able to do this. So today, what I want to do is to to make a cocktail as well, just something to inspire you. Like I said, this is the cocktail hour, so 7 o'clock onwards, yes, we can start chilling off, letting our hair down and relax. For those of you that want the non-alcohol cocktails as well, I've said to you I'm going to be doing something with regards to that. So today's cocktail is the martini. So we're going to be doing a martini. Many of us know about the martini. If you know about the martini, or if you've tried the martini, give me a wave, or give me a thumbs up, or give me a smiley face, or share something with me. Let me know if you try, if you're into the martini. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for doing that. Yeah, so today I'm going to do a martini. I'm going to do two types of martini. I'm going to be doing a gin martini, and I'm going to be doing a vodka martini. Now, originally the martini is a gin based cocktail, and martini basically only has just two ingredients. That's the classic martini, just basically has two ingredients. However, as time evolved, there's been a lot of different variation in how people make their martini. When vodka became popular, vodka also became one of the ways that people use martini. The reason why vodka is quite friendly. It's one of those spirits that are adaptable. They would soak up anything. They're just like rice. You can have them with anything. You can have them with okra. You can have them as jollof. You can have them as you can have any. They're so flexible. That's why people use martini a lot. So we're going to be doing the vodka martini, and then I'm going to be doing the classic martini. So that's your base spirit. So you only need one of these. Now the next one is I'm going to be using is a vermouth. A vermouth is an aromatic wine. So it's an aromatic wine. So a wine-based liqueur. It helps you to dissolve. So this is what you need to make martini. This vermouth, and also the vodka. Now there's always been another controversy that goes around is in terms of what is a dry martini and what is a wet martini, and also should I shake my martini or should I stir my martini. So these are also kind of like complicated things that worries people, and people wonder what this is all about. Now, classically, you stir a martini. Martini is a stirred cocktail. So you use a bar spoon and you stir a martini. However, because of the popular 007 James Bond movie, a lot of people have been thinking in terms of shaking their martini. Now, we don't know why James Bond decides to shake his own martini, but really, it's classically a stirred thing. So, if you want to go James Bond style, you can try shaking it up. Now, also, because we're only using one spirit, it's quite a delicate cocktail. It's a very sensitive cocktail, the martini. So you want to what the main purpose of the main technique behind it is to try and get it as cold and as chilled as possible. So we stir the martini until we get to that consistency where it's actually been into appropriate thing. Now I'm going to also use in this wet martini. I don't want to confuse. I'll do it one at a time. In this wet martini, I'm going to put a dash of orange bitter in it to enhance it and also leave the flavor. So during the process, you'll see what I'm doing, and please feel free to try this at home and let me know how you get on. We're going to be doing different cocktails. Like the first time we did the English Garden, which is a gin cocktail. We did a rum cocktail yesterday. Today is supposed to be a vodka cocktail, but we're just doing two different options because gin is the original thing. So let me get some ice. At this moment, I'm just going to prepare the workstation, get some ice, and then we will do that. So getting my workstation prepared. Yes, I forgot to tell you about the garnish actually. So with the garnish, we're going to be using some olives, and then also for the wet one, we're using for the dry martini, we'll use some olives. For the wet martini, we'll use a bit of lemon twist for that. Okay, thank you. That's my ice. Now, with regards to your ice, you want to get the coldest ice that you can find. Best quality. Sorry, that's what I mean. The best quality ice that you can find, because you want the dilution process to be fine. So I've left my ice in the freezer. I've made sure that I haven't opened my freezer all throughout the afternoon so that I can have the consistency that I need. So my ice is there. So what do we need first? So let's start with the gin. Like I said to you, the wetness and the dryness of the martini depends on how much of the vermouth you add to it. So our first dry martini, we're going to make it really simple, and what we're only going to be doing is 1 bar spoon, which is 5 ml, and that's what we're going to measure into it. Now we're going to have 2.5 parts of the gin. So I'm going to go first into in the gin into my thing. So we're having 2.5 parts. So that's 1, 2.5, and that's our gin. Yeah. And then the next thing that goes into is our vermouth. So like I said, I'm going to have 1 bar spoon. So that's 5 ml. Just 1. That's it, and that's all we have in our martini. So I'm just going to seal this away. Now with the vermouth, is an aromatic wine based thing, so it's good to always, once you open it, you put it back in the fridge as soon as you open it. So this is our ice. We'll try and pack our glass with as much ice as possible, and add some more ice. By the time we start to stir, you'll see the ice coming down. Now the technique for stirring, you take the back of the spoon, you try and get it down to the bottom of your glass, and then all you just do is stir around. So you keep stirring consistently for a while, and while we're stirring, just to remind you, because we want it to be very cold, we're just going to put some ice in our glass as well, to keep the glass chilled. So I'll just put some ice in there. So I'm just trying to keep my stirring on. I hope you can see. I'm trying not to break the ice. I'm trying to make sure the ice just does its job itself. And that's the technique for stirring. So you keep your bar spoon parallel to the back of the glass, and you keep moving. So you can see the frost developing on the outside of the glass. It shows that your cocktail is ready. And then we try and empty this back into and then we take our strainer, hold it down, and strain. And you can see the creaminess coming out through that. Now we take our olive. Usually the olive, you usually use your olive in odd numbers, so you either have 1 or 3. So I'm having 1 today and just leaving it to stay. And this is where you have your classic martini, dry classic martini. So I'll put that to the side while we do our wet martini. So for the wet martini, I'll try and put this ice in the glass that's been used, so that that glass can also be cold, right? And then we're going to start this one because that was dry, so we used a little bit of vermouth. So this one we're going to use a vodka. Now there's various options here. Let me talk about the vodka. There's various options of vodka that you can use. Now this vodka that I'm using it has a citrus flavor, a citrus base in it. You can use a plain vodka. You can have this one has a lime flavor in it. So, like I said, vodka is very versatile. Vodka has so many different flavors and that you can use. So this, because it's just a dry martini, so we're just going to try and use a simple flavored one. We don't want anything too complicated. So the citrus is nice for this martini, and it's because I chose that because I want to use a lemon I want to use lemon to garnish this one. So I'm going to do this one with 2 parts of vodka and half a part of the vermouth. So we're going to have 2 parts. So that's 1 and 2. There's your 2 parts of vodka and half of vermouth. There you go. And half of vermouth makes it That's the difference between the wet and the dry vodka. It's just the amount of the mix that you put in. So I'm having my ice to this one, and to honor the James Bond series, we're going to shake this wet vodka. So we go down, we seal our glass, it's on a straight line, and I'm going to shake it. Before I shake it, actually, I was just trying to incorporate a little bit of orange bitters in it. I did mention this earlier that I'm going to incorporate a little bit of orange bitters. So it's like Angostura if you have a look at it, but just with an orange flavor. So just a dash of this, just a little dot. That's it. That goes in it. It enhances the flavor. It's not necessary, but if you want to, you can try that. Try and work on different things and see which one you prefer. Maybe you want to leave it out or you want to add it. So I'm just going to shake it. There we go. There's frost on it. That's how I know it's ready. And then I'm going to empty that one. And then strain into the glass. Now once I've strained it, I'd like to put the garnish on this one. I'll put a little bit of lemon. Now once I've got my lemon, you can see how thinly I've peeled the lemon. What I want to do is I want to get some of the oils in that lemon. I want to get it on the surface of my drink so that the person that is drinking it will be able to infuse that and then have a sip if it comes with. So I'll just put that on it and then I'll give it a twist right there just so that the oils can come out properly, and then I'll just drop it. For your time, and thank you for listening, and please don't forget to call me. Take care. Champion.